In this video, we're going to learn how to use Microsoft Copilot in Excel. If you don't know, Microsoft Copilot is a paid edition on top of Microsoft 365. So even if you have a 365 subscription, Copilot or Copilot Pro, which is what we're using today, is an additional subscription charge. Aside from that, what we're going to learn is how you can analyze, understand, and visualize data in Excel using Copilot, and it's really quite cool. We're going to go through a few examples, and I'm also going to point out a few limitations of Copilot in Excel right now. Of course, if you like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and if you want to supercharge the ways your computer, hit that subscribe button as well. With that being said, let's get into this. So you can see here that we are in Excel, and in the Home tab on the right hand side there is Copilot, but Copilot is grayed out, and this is for two reasons. The first reason is the Excel book we have open right now is saved locally on our desktop. It isn't saved on OneDrive or SharePoint. To use Copilot in Excel right now, the file needs to be saved into OneDrive or SharePoint. So I'm going to save this to my OneDrive right now. So now the file is saved online, and you can see Copilot is enabled in the right hand side. But if I open this up, you also see we are unable to start working with Copilot because at the moment it says Copilot only works in Excel tables. So we're gonna have to convert or bring tables into this workbook. So you can see we have buttons here, but we get the red cross saying we can't use them because there is no table for Excel to work in or Copilot to work in. I am going to just highlight all the data in this table, and then in the Home tab, I'm gonna go Format as Table, and I'm just gonna pick any theme. And of course, because this table has headings, I'm going to leave this button ticked and go OK. So you can see that now, as soon as we did that, the buttons with Copilot on the right hand side have enabled, and we can start choosing from these. I'm going to give you a tip right now as well with when you're working with Copilot, is that you can actually grab the Copilot pane, snap it to the left, snap it to the right, or move it around the screen to wherever suits you. So that's really just the feature of if you want to move it around, you definitely can. But you can see here, it gives you a few prompts on how you can work with Copilot and the data in Excel. And it gives you ideas like adding a formula of columns, highlighting, sorting, and filtering data, as well as analyzing. Down the bottom here, it gives you a few more prompts as well. And of course, you can hit the refresh button, and this will give you other options or ideas that it thinks would be beneficial to this table. And if you select on the bottom left-hand guide, you have your prompt guide. And this, of course, shows you how you can work with your table. And there's a button here called How Can Copilot Help? If we open this up, this is going to tell us a little bit more about working with Copilot in Excel. And then, of course, there's a link here called Learn More About Copilot. That will take us to this page here, which gives you even more information about Copilot in Excel. I'd recommend reading this in your own time. But for now, I'm going to X out of that and start working with our data here. One of the most simple things we can ask Copilot to do, and the way we work with it is using the question table down the bottom, is simply asking it to do things like highlight the data. So I could say, I'm going to jump over to my prompts here. I'm going to ask it to highlight the top 10 annual salary earners and go next. It's going to start working on this, and then you'll see once it realizes what the question is, it will of course highlight those top 10 salary earners using the data in the table. But this is actually really good in the fact that I did say I was going to show you some of the issues with Copilot as well. And I've found right now that using Copilot on the desktop, you do sometimes run into this error saying, sorry, I'm having trouble working with prompts. Try sending your prompt later. I've noticed this happens quite a bit on the desktop, but if we go over to Copilot on the web, you actually have a lot less of these errors. So I'm going to go to excel.office.com, and I'm going to open up that same workbook. You can see here that we are in that same workbook, but we're using Copilot on the web. Under the Home tab, we have a little Copilot symbol. Let's open this up one more time. And then of course, I'm going to paste in that exact same question, highlight our top 10 salary earners, and I'm going to go next. I don't know why it breaks when using it on the desktop, but using it on the web, you actually get the exact same features from what I've seen, but the web seems to be a little bit more, more consistent. So you can see as soon as we've done this, it says I've made the changes. It tells you the color that it's put it in. And then of course, you can see here we have one person that has been highlighted. If you don't want it to to be there, simply select on undo and it will undo that. You can also be a bit more specific. You could say highlight in red the top 10 annual salary earners. So of course, when it comes to prompting, the more specific you are, the better the output of what Copilot can create. So we've gone here and we've just highlighted everyone in red. We can also ask Copilot to analyze data. So right now I'm going to ask it to create a column. So we're going to ask it to create something here of what the total compensation for all workers under the age of 30 if they receive a pay rise of 5% a year over the next 5 years. So this is actually a quite detailed question. I'm going to put this in, and then to me, this is going to do something amazing because I'm not a whiz when it comes to Excel, and creating a formula like this would be beyond me. But let's actually see what Copilot can do. And this is where the power of Copilot really comes in. You can see it is generating a formula and column suggestions. And when it loads, what you'll see here is that it says, here's a suggestion to calculate the total compensation of all employees under the age of 30 years by adding the annual salary an increase of 5% each year to their bonus package. And then it creates what that formula would actually be. If we go explain the formula on this drop down, it actually shows you what it does in terms of creating that formula. And then if you hover over the insert column or select on insert, this will drop in that formula there for you. If it was incorrect, you can select on undo. And if you select anywhere on these cells, you can actually see that formula and where it pulls it from. So to me, that's quite amazing that I know the output that I wanted, and that was the total compensation for employees under the age of 30 if they got a 5% increase every year, but I didn't know how to create that. And you can see by telling it what I was after, it was able to give me this complex, or in my opinion, this complex formula really quite simply in a couple of seconds. The other great thing about Copilot is that you can get it to create graphs for you. So you know the graph that you want to create, but you might not know how to do it. So I'm going to ask it to create me a graph showing the pay gap between males, females, and their ethnicity. And I'm simply going to select on enter. Copilot can't make every single kind of graph right now. It really works in pivot tables, but I've asked it to create me a graph of breaking it down by compensation of gender, and ethnicity. And this looks fantastic. I'm going to go add to new sheet. It's going to create a new sheet down the bottom. And because this is a live demo and Copilot is in preview, I'm not going to delete when it actually makes a mistake. It says it's added it to a new sheet, but nothing was created there. So I'm going to select on undo and get it to create that again, because like I said, I'm going to show you how to use Copilot in this video, but if there are errors that I'm experiencing, I'm not going to wipe them out and show you everything that's perfect about Copilot. I'm also going to show you the issues here as well. So let's select on that graph and go add to new sheet one more time. And there we go, it's dropping in that pivot table. So you can see here that sometimes you do have to refresh the data. Copilot in Excel is of course still in its preview stage, so you might have some niggly bits like this, but you can see it is broken down the compensation by gender and of course by ethnicity, and it's created us a graph here as well. And because it is a pivot chart, we can adjust that pivot chart on the right hand side using pivot fields. But really easily, we were able to create a total compensation graph broken down by gender and by ethnicity in a couple of seconds without needing to do much, but tell it the output that we were after and let Copilot do its magic. You can also ask it simple questions. Again, don't forget to select on the graph that you want to work in before you can log into Copilot. Again, this is another issue that I am experiencing even on the web, in that right now I can't click onto Copilot. So I will go change topic. It will take a couple of seconds to start loading. And if it doesn't load, we're going to close Copilot on the right hand side, open it back up again, give it time to refresh. And even on the web, it is having trouble with some of this data. So I'm going to refresh the entire page. I just pressed Ctrl R, I refreshed the page, and now it's picked it up again. So I'm going to ask it which cities have the largest total compensation, and let's see what answer it gives us here. So I haven't asked it to create a graph. I haven't asked it to highlight anything, but I've just asked it to give me a bit of information about the data, And it's created here another pivot chart by total compensation by the city. And if I select on that graph, I go add to new sheet, just like it did before, it's going to create a sheet down the bottom, and it has broken down the total compensation of that data by the city. Again, I knew the output that I was after, but I didn't know how to create these graphs, right? So it is amazing in the fact that you can use simple language to create graphs, and Copilot understands for the most part. Let's expand on that question of asking it to show the total compensation by city, but let's actually ask it to create the total compensation, or show us the total compensation for each city and break it down by business unit, and hit next. Hopefully this is giving you some ideas of how you can work with Copilot to create and analyze your data. And you can see here, again, in a couple of seconds, it has created a pivot chart that breaks down the total compensation by the city as well as a business unit. I'm going to add that to a new sheet down the bottom. It's going to insert that content. And then of course, here we go. We've got it broken down by all of the different business units, by all of the cities, and then it's created a graph for us as well. The last thing I'm going to leave you with for this video is another prompt, and that is of course asking Copilot, what insights do you have from this data? So you can see here, it gives you prompts here saying shows data insights, show suggestions for formula columns, asking it questions like how to highlight. If I simply ask Copilot, what insights do you have from this data? This will take and use the data and give you some ideas of what other information may be important to it. So you might not know what you're looking for, but this is where Copilot can say, well, maybe the total compensation by ethnicity here is important to you. Or we could ask it to use one of its own prompts and show data highlights. And it gives us the same answer, so it's not great. But of course, if it's doing that, we're simply going to select on the button of change topic. This will refresh our whole conversation theme, and then we're going to try that button again of show data insights and see if it will create different insights here. No, but it seems like one of the biggest things in this data set is total compensation and ethnicity. And then maybe we can ask it one more question of show suggestions for this for formula columns, and see what this outputs for us as well. So here's something you may want to do, and that's calculate the bonus amount for each employee, multiplying their annual salary by their bonus percentage. So this is working out the bonus amount for each person. Just like before, you can have it explain that formula. And then of course, we can simply select on insert column. It will take a few seconds and it will actually show you and calculate the bonus amount for every single employee here. And if we select on it, you can see and adjust that formula as well. But what it's doing is taking that annual salary, timesing it by the bonus, and it gives us the bonus amount. And there you have it. That is how you can use Copilot in Microsoft Excel. I think Copilot in Excel is really, really powerful, and it's still in its preview stage. In this video, we looked at ways to analyze, edit, and of course, get a better understanding of the data that you currently have. We also looked at some of the limitations of Copilot in Excel right now, and of course, a few ways that you can get around it. Let me know what you think about Copilot in Excel in the comment section down below. I personally think it will be a game changer for those that use Excel but don't actually know how to use it quite well, because you can now just talk to it and hopefully get the output that you want without needing to know all the formulas. Of course, if you like this video, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, and if you want to supercharge your computer, hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.